big fish in a small pond, how to consistently attract all the clients you want in your local area and have a business full of fun and connection. And Bill Barren is here to help us explain that. Bill Barren is one of the top business coaches in the world. He is a founder of Bill Barren Coaching, a multi-million-dollar business with a mission of helping conscious business owners make more money with their gifts by enrolling all the clients they want so they can make the difference they are here to make. He is the creator of the Big Shift Experience, Conscious Business Playground, and Master of Enrollment. His newest and quickly becoming one of his most popular programs is Get Clients in Your Own Backyard, which is creating a business locavore movement. I love that because it's all about how we build local by helping you fill your business with awesome local clients. So at a time when everyone is teaching you how to reach to the global marketplace to get clients in your backyard, and this presentation is taking you to the future of being successful by taking the best strategies of the past and updating them for the 21st century. So on behalf of Practice Pay Solutions, I want to let you know that you're in for a treat. Welcome, Bill.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Appreciate the introduction.
No problem. Great to hear your voice. So, Bill, let's get started. This is an interesting topic. Why do you think that now, more than ever, it's important to get local clients? As I said, it sounds kind of contrary to the popular belief that we need to get further out there and go, what's going online and competing in a global marketplace.
Yeah, thank you. So first of all, I'm just really thrilled that you've made this call, and where I'm going to teach you my favorite methods for attracting not just any clients, but the high-end clients in your backyard, establishing yourself as the go-to expert in your area, and really making a positive contribution to your community. And I don't share a lot of these methods, and I'm excited to continue to pull back the curtain further and share more of what's worked for me in growing my business by more than 50% every year since 2007. So according to what you're hearing from all the experts these days, is that marketing your business online, really, that's the only way to go. And yeah, technology has definitely made it easy for us to do pretty much everything online, including growing our business. So what's happening? So more and more business owners are jumping on the bandwagon of today's newest internet marketing craze. Interfacing with clients halfway around the world, or tapping into a worldwide audience for their new promotions. And I'm definitely part of that movement, so I totally understand the primal attraction to online marketing. But here's what's really important to remember. Not too long ago, we were all without these magic boxes that at the click of a button allow us to do pretty much everything. And yet somehow businesses still succeeded, without needing to get 1,000 fans on Facebook or having huge email lists. Because it would be hypocritical for me to be knocking down these online strategies as I've gotten really good at them, but I am saying that there's a better way to use them than what's being taught out there. While everyone is competing for the global marketplace, your local marketplace is now simply become untapped, whether it's online and offline. So today's training is designed to help you open up the tap for local clients to easily flow into your world, and for income you generate from those clients to flow into your bank account. So while the rest of the world is chugging along on the internet, marketing express, let's take a step back and remind ourselves that we can still grow our business in a local, organic way. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today are my top 5 strategies for building a $10,000 a month business that naturally attract lots of high-end clients in your backyard, while establishing you as the go-to expert in your area, while helping you make a positive contribution to your community. So I'm going to help you be part of that locavore business movement, and I'm really excited about that.
Awesome. Thank you. Since many of our listeners may not know much about you, what's your history in getting local clients, and how did you get to be running such a successful business?
Yeah, so I want to tell you a little bit about my history and a little bit about how I got local clients when I first started out becoming successful, and a few realizations that came along the way that may be of service to you. So before I became a business coach, I was in the music industry. I owned a record label, worked with bands. I was out and about a lot, meeting people, being social. And I felt like I had a community around me. I loved that, just being a part of the biz. But other aspects of it didn't resonate with me anymore. So I sold my shares of the companies that I owned, and I decided to explore what's next for me. So when I stumbled upon the idea of helping people using coaching and consulting methodologies, I was just really drawn to it. And so I decided to go for it, and I started Barren Coaching. So I was extremely excited, and whenever I did get a chance to work with a client or two, I was in heaven. But something was off. My business was now run out of my own home. I was constantly cooped up there. I worked with my clients mostly on the phone. Marketing and other aspects of the business were all done virtually. And at the same time, I was struggling big time in my business. Even though it was easier for me to talk passionately about my bands when I was in the music business, talking about myself and my services was one of the most difficult things that I've ever had to do. So needless to say, building my own business in an area of helping people that I seemed so passionate about didn't seem to be working for me. So I started to lose my inspiration. And with it, I started to feel like I was losing my zest for life. And I was hardly making any money in my business. And on top of it, I was feeling isolated, disconnected, and really uninspired. And I knew that something had to change, but I didn't know what. And then it dawned on me, what I was missing was feeling like I was a part of a community, and the feeling like I was making an impact in that community. And my realization was that if I worked with clients locally, if I concentrated my efforts to my own city, I would feel more connected and less lonely. What I didn't know that was by concentrating all of my efforts locally would also be the answer to accelerating my business growth as well. So by becoming a bigger fish in a small pond, my own city rather than the world, I got known faster and referrals were much easier to come by, and my business started to boom. So I made this local nonprofit coffee shop called Crossroads Cafe my de facto office. I do my consultations there. I met with clients there. I had meetings with my referral partners there. And I started to feel like I was creating a little hub for my tribe. So there I also met with two or three other business owners where we're all applying local marketing strategies that I was developing. And we would even create these client-generating contests, which made getting clients a lot more fun. So at the same time, these local marketing strategies I was developing made getting clients in my backyard so much easier. Consultations were coming in much faster. Referrals were accelerating. Local clients began to find me. And I was finally able to get to my goal to be earning at least $10,000 a month and completely fill up my practice mostly with local clients. But more importantly, I was building this community around me. I was starting to get known in my local area. I was starting to feel good in my business, and that was a huge relief because the last thing I wanted was to lose my passion for helping people. So, and since then, my business has come a long way. Now I have a 9-person team all working from our San Francisco offices. I've got a vision for my current business, building local business first, and also from the realization that I can't, nor do I want to create anything in isolation or by myself. So part of my mission is to champion the business locavore movement where we're able to create the transformation we want spread in an area where we can really tangibly feel the impact we're making. So for me, being the one that opens doors for people who open doors for others is really how I measure my success in my own life.
That's so fabulous. I totally relate to your coffee shop office.
Yeah.
Got one of my own. So I know you've got your top 5 strategies for building a business that hits that $10,000 mark a month. Can you start us off? What's the first one?
Okay. Yeah, so let's dive into the first of my top 5 strategies for building a $10,000 business that naturally attracts clients. So how you think about your business as well as your beliefs around how and where to market your services, that's what will determine your success, really. So I often start out everything I do with a high-level strategy because when you change your thinking, your actions change. And when your actions change, your results change. So if you want to earn more income and contribute a lot more to the people you're meant to serve, you've got to start with mindset first. So on my teleseminars, on my webinars, in my live speaking opportunities, I often speak about thinking big and expanding your vision. But today, I actually want to go in the opposite direction and talk to you about the power of thinking small. Now, I want to show you by thinking small, you can get big results. So this time in history, where more and more people want to support the local small business, I see an incredible opportunity for you here to run the kind of business that people in your community love and support. So the locavore movement is not just for people who want to eat organic food in their region. So in this fast-moving, always changing world, people are still thirsty for connection. People crave community more than ever. People want to experience and have a bond with the people they do business with. That's how it's always been, and really that's how it is now. So there's no reason for you to be creating a business that leaves you feeling isolated and without any sense of belonging. So you have an incredible opportunity right now to create a business that helps you feel connected to the people you serve. There is no better time than now to have a business through which you can tangibly see the difference you're making in the world. This is your opportunity to think globally and act locally. So here's an example. If you want to help women feel good about their bodies, what if you can concentrate on helping women who live in your community and become the go-to person for that in your area? Now, let's say if you want to help creative agencies thrive in today's changing economy, and you decided that you would be the premier consultant coach for those agencies in San Francisco, you would have an easier time doing that locally than if you would make a name for yourself worldwide. Let's say you want to be a successful healer that helps lots of people. You would have a clearer path to becoming the go-to person for that in your town of 50,000 people than nationwide. There's enough money, enough clients, enough satisfaction, enough fulfillment for you and what you do in your local area. And there's a tremendous power in thinking small as far as the geographical location you target. But that's only one piece of the mindset I'm teaching. The second part of the success mindset is thinking deep. When you take a smaller region, but you're committed to going deep within it, you get big results. And you do that by first deciding that you are going to be the go-to person in your region or your nearest city to you, and then implementing the marketing strategies that are going to help you bring that vision to life. So all the client-getting strategies I'm going to be teaching you are designed to help you think small, go deep, and get big results. So imagine a rock being thrown into the ocean. When it hits the water, it makes the tiniest ripple that disappears almost immediately. When you throw that same rock into a small pond, it can actually make quite a big splash. So it's no different for you. Your small business will have a tough time making a big splash worldwide. It takes a huge budget, lots of time, a good deal of resources to make a splash on an international or even a national level. But on the other hand, making a significant splash in your own backyard is more than doable, especially if you're following the right strategies. So I'll give you an example of my Kung Fu trainer. So we both belong to a local men's circle with less than 100 guys in the group, and not even all of them active. That's the smallest of all of the small ponds, right? Yet my Kung Fu trainer's practically entire business is made up of clients from the men's circle and the people they know. So he's developed a pretty nice business just from that small pool, all local. And it makes sense that any time any one of the guys just think about fitness, getting in shape, losing weight, martial arts, self-defense, my Kung Fu guy's name comes up instantly. And any time they come across others who want that same thing, his name naturally comes up as a referral. So that's what it's like to be a local rock star in your field, which means that when somebody thinks about getting help or they come across someone else that needs help in your area of expertise, your name is the first one that comes up. And that's a huge advantage for you, and the first foundational pillar for getting lots of local clients, lots of referral clients, which I'll actually talk about at the very end of the call, so I hope you stay on for that. Now, if you prefer or you have to see clients face-to-face, then what I'm talking about here is the only way to go in getting clients, right? One other huge advantage of thinking small that I alluded to earlier is that feeling of belonging. There's nothing like being able to go anywhere locally where your tribe hangs out and people know who you are. I remember the first time I went out somewhere and I was speaking to someone, when I told them my name, they'd heard of me. It was an incredible feeling. Now I can go to any event in my local area and literally get approached by 2, 5, sometimes 10 people who have heard of me and what I do. So can you see how much easier getting clients for you would be if that happened for you? And with that feeling of belonging is also knowing that you're part of something. And when that happens, your day feels different. It changes for your feeling for your own town. It changes the feeling for your own community. It even changes the feeling of the building you pass and the roads you drive on. And don't forget, it also changes your financial prospects in a big way as well.
Which is so important. That's a fabulous first mindset strategy, just to shift your thinking. Can you share with us a strategy that we could implement right away to get clients?
Awesome. So before I even talk about that, I'll take you talk a little bit about marketing first and my take on it. So in order for you to have a successful business, you've got to have a way of getting clients consistently month to month. It's nice to be able to get clients here and there, but that's not a business. You know, if your local coffee shop went 2 months without new people coming in through its doors, it would go out of business really fast. And it's no different for you. Without you being able to get clients every month consistently, it will be difficult for you to have a successful, sustainable business. So I'll give you an example of networking to illustrate this point. So the way that most people do networking simply does not work to consistently bring in clients. And that's an interesting thing because whenever I ask people, you know, because I talk to people all the time, like, what do you do to get clients? They say networking and some referrals, word of mouth, right? But it's not, doesn't work consistently. So it's not enough to go out networking when you have some free time with no coherent strategy of how that's going to result in a flow of clients. This way of doing things can certainly bring in a client here and client there, but networking and marketing that way will not help you create a reliable business. And if you cannot rely on being able to get clients consistently, you're setting yourself up for unneeded financial stress. And I know that's not what you want. Here's what I normally see. This is the status quo of networking. You start your business, you're told you need to go out there, meet people, find clients. So you decide to give networking a try, you find an event, you get there, you begin to awkwardly walk around from person to person, making small talk, doing your best to steer the conversation towards the what you do question in the hope that you will get to speak about what you do also. And perhaps out of that short conversation, something comes out of it. If you're successful with that scenario, you then make a follow-up meeting for lunch or for tea. Maybe once in a while you're able to get a client out of this. But you cannot predict how well it's going to go. It all depends on the event, your energy, what kind of people you wind up speaking to. Basically, it is very difficult for you to rely on being able to earn enough money using this one thing. And on top of that, you're spending a whole lot of time meeting, talking, following up. And it may be something that's enjoyable for you as a social thing, but you're getting very, very little result. And that's what happens when you love networking and meeting people, and you've gotten pretty good at traditional networking. Now, if you're shy, or you have an aversion for small talk, or perhaps you're just allergic to networking, then you're probably either not enjoying the whole process or you're avoiding networking altogether. Because that's what happened to me. So when I started out my business, I kept on hearing that I needed to get out there to network, to get clients. So I did, but I hated it. I barely got any results, and after a while, I totally stopped doing it. So in any scenario, if networking is something you enjoy, or it's not your thing, or you've been avoiding networking, the next marketing strategy I want to talk to you about is going to turn networking completely on its head. So what I'm talking about here is hub marketing. So first I'm going to explain what a hub is, and then I'll take you through the 3 levels of hub marketing. So in a dictionary, a hub is defined as a place or thing that forms the effective center of an activity, region, or network. So that's what the dictionary says. But for the purposes of marketing, a hub is a collection of people and where they hang out. Now, if this group of people has a high concentration of potential clients, then this hub is for you. So in one of my earlier examples of my Kung Fu trainer, the men's circle we belong to is a hub. In fact, there are hubs everywhere when you know how and where to look. I'll just give you some examples of those hubs. Trade associations, local chapter of national associations, spiritual communities, social groups, churches, alumni association, entrepreneurial groups, any other communities. And I'm just giving you a few examples of almost 100 hub types I've been able to identify. So when you think that 80% of the U.S. population lives in city or suburbs, and most cities and suburbs have many of these hubs for you to join, even rural areas or very small towns have an array of hubs to join. So you might be thinking that your town is too small to allow for any hubs, but truthfully, if there are people around you, then there are hubs. And if there aren't any already established hubs that work for you in your area, then I'll tell you what you can do about that as well. So simply put, when you're able to tap into a hub and become the go-to person for what you do in a hub, you can have a consistent flow of clients come out of those efforts. And there are 3 levels of hub marketing, with each subsequent level more effective than the previous. So the first level is you identifying and getting into the hub. The second level is you positioning yourself at the center of the hub. And at level 3, you are the hub. So at the first level of hub marketing, you get into the hub, you decide that you'll be a visible participant in hub activities, you show up on a regular basis, which is important. You can think of this step as you dating the hub, seeing if the people in this hub are your people, seeing if there are enough potential clients here for you. By being a regular member, you can fully give this hub a chance. Remember, the right hub for you is where your potential clients hang out and not where other practitioners of your craft hang out. So if you're a personal trainer, your hub is not where other personal trainers hang out. It's where people who are into being fit hang out. So I was a leader in a hub for coaches for years and years, and as fulfilling as it was, I didn't get much business out of it because at the time, coaches were not part of my target market. So if you want to use hub marketing, your hubs need to be where your potential clients hang out. And you might want to date a hub or two before you find a hub that you want to go steady with. So this strategic approach to hub marketing at just at level 1 is already better than regular networking. So let's talk about the second level of hub marketing, where you begin to take on more of a leadership role in a hub that you've been dating for a while. Here you're positioning yourself at the center of the hub. Remember, leaders are respected, and when you lead, your potential clients are more attracted to you. So you develop a relationship with hub leaders. You come to the meeting being introduced as an authority on your subject matter. So instead of haphazardly interacting with people who are involved with a hub, you're interacting with a hub as a whole. By developing a relationship with the people who have influence over the tribe, you will open up the doors for yourself to engage in the entire hub. And at the least, this will get you introductions to people you need to know in the hub. So other things that can come out of it is you presenting your talk to the entire hub, or becoming a recommended partner or a vendor, or a free promotion for a free consultation you're offering, or anything else you may be promoting. So one hub I was a part of, I actually helped to organize our recommended resources for that hub. And of course, I was on a list of those resources. So for example, if you're an investment consultant and you belong to a business association, you can be a recommended investment consultant for that group. If you're a web designer, you can be the recommended web designer and so on. If you're a career coach, you can be a recommended career coach for that particular hub. So when you create a relationship with these hub organizers, they'll be keeping you in mind if anyone in that hub could use your services, because you already stood out as one of the key people in that organization. And you've engaged with them on a more of a partner level. So remember, when speaking to leaders, you have a purpose, and your purpose is to serve the community. It is still service first and getting clients second. So level 2 hub marketing at its best will get you speaking opportunities and lots of possibilities of bringing your work to the entire hub. Right? Level 1 is one-on-one. Level 2 is one-on-many. All right. And at the third level of hub marketing, you have 2 choices. You can become the leader of one of the leaders of an already established hub, Well, you can create and cultivate your own hub. Because either way, you get to lead the agenda of the hub and make this hub a big part of your consistent marketing effort. So one thing that I notice, that ironically this level 3 strategy really works for people who are shy and don't like to market. So at this level, people are approaching you. They have a reason to speak to you. They're often leading the conversation. And it makes it easier for those of us who are naturally more shy. So level 3 hub marketing is for you if there is an already formed group of people that match perfectly the demographic of your ideal clients. So perhaps you want to lead with your ideas, with your desires, and with a culture you want to create. Perhaps you want to create a specific hub around your niche so you know that every person in your hub is a potential client. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you're a trauma recovery expert and there are people recovering from some sort of trauma everywhere, but you can't seem to find them easily, and that's frustrating. So you can certainly gain visibility in an already existing hub, but you know that by creating a hub that focuses entirely on the subject will yield you better results. All right, I'm going to take a little drink of water. All right, so this hub marketing that I'm talking about, it's really about your visibility and your leadership. The more you're visible, the more you lead, the more you're seen as an expert in your field, the more you stand out from the crowd, or the more you lead the crowd, the more influence and respect you get. This is one of the elements of becoming the visible expert or authority in your local area. So you can get clients at each level of hub marketing, but you obviously get more clients at level 3 than at level 1. And by the way, you can use all 3 levels at the same time. For example, at level 1, you can continue to explore and date various hubs. At level 2, you're already a part of 1 or 2 hubs. And at level 3, you're the leader of your own hub. And in fact, when you work all 3, they work to complement each other. All right, so I went over 3 levels of hub marketing very fast because there's a lot I want to cover today still. Just know that I go much deeper into the step-by-step approach to all of the strategies I'm going to go over today, and much more in depth in my Get Clients in Your Backyard program. All right, so yeah, I just want to help you see how you can create an incredible buzz around you and in your business and become slightly famous in your own backyard. All right, so let's say you're a life coach, and I'm a potential client of yours. And I belong to a Find Purpose and Meaning networking group, and you're one of the leaders in the group. And I've experienced you leading one of the meetings I've attended, and I've heard you speak about what you do at the meetings with purpose and passion. Then I went to a party last week, and you were one of the organizers there. I was on Facebook, and I saw your ad pop up. I checked it out. I was searching on Google for a life coach, and I saw your listing right there on the first page of Google and on Yelp. So no matter where I go, I keep seeing you popping up everywhere. And I see this as a sign that it's time for me to work with you. I call you with the intention of hiring you on the spot, just hoping that you have room for me because I'm seeing you everywhere. I must not be the only one. So this is what it's like to build a buzz for you in your business, and that's what I want for you. That's what's possible when you begin to utilize the strategies for getting clients in your backyard. So it's not one thing, it's the whole system. Yeah.
Right. So that's great. And so well, you mentioned Google and Yelp. So what's a good way to use the internet to get local clients? And why is it easier than getting clients globally?
Yeah. So here's the thing. People have been looking for help with their problems in the local area for centuries. Even as recently as 10 years ago, if your clients wanted to find you, they would look in the classified section of the local newspapers and magazines, or they would look in the yellow pages first. But those opportunities for advertising were costly, especially yellow pages. I mean, the yellow pages were like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. So only the people who were brave enough or could easily invest tens of thousands of dollars to try the luck with advertising got the majority of the business. So let's fast forward to today. Your clients are still searching for you. They're just not doing it by using Yellow Pages. They're doing it on Google by typing the magic key phrases in that search box. Now, if they're able to find you, then you're in luck. Otherwise, the people who can be easily found are getting all the business. So I want to show you how you and your business can become the one found by your ideal clients who are searching to hire someone online locally.
Perfect.
Yeah. So remember, just because you want to work with people locally on your person doesn't mean you throw out all the strategy that can help you find them. So we are just replacing classifieds or Yellow Pages with, drum roll. Where's my drum roll?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. All right, so we're replacing them with YouTube videos that you can record in less than 5 minutes. So in fact, the strategy I'm about to teach you will take you less than a day to put together, and it will continue to pay dividends for a lifetime of your business. And it's so easy, and you don't have to be good at it. So Google is an undisputed #1 place where people look for things online. And because, here's the interesting thing, because Google owns YouTube, if you upload your video correctly and with the right description, Google will give your video an amazing opportunity to be found, because Google wants to help YouTube get more traffic because they own it. So the premise of the strategy is very simple. If you can get on the first page of Google when a potential client is searching for your service, you will get lots of people contacting you wanting to hire you. So the best time for your clients to find you is not the moment you are looking for them. It's the moment they are looking for the solution. So that's the moment they're looking for you as someone like you. So that's why the phone book was so huge for business, because it marketed for that exact moment someone needs a service. Like, I need somebody, I'll go look in a phone book. Now Google and online search is the new phone book. Now if you have a website that generates very, very little business for you, you know how difficult it is to be found online. Just because you can be found doesn't mean that you will be found. Yeah. In fact, unless you're on the first page of Google, you will get almost no one contacting you. All right, so how do you get on the first page of Google? This time I'm not going to ask you for a drum roll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's using a 1 to 2 minute YouTube video. Get it? 1 to 2 minute video that you can easily record using your computer and camera or your phone. And I'll just give you a little demonstration. So I wanted to have people searching for a business coach in Oakland, California. That's where I live. My office is in San Francisco. I wanted them to find me and contact me. And I picked Oakland for 2 reasons. Number 1, that's where I live. Number 2, it has a population of 400,000 people. The idea is if I can be found on the first page of Google for Oakland, I can be even more easily found in a smaller town. Now, the bigger cities might have more competition, so it might take a little bit more work, but the payoff is even larger. I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. So here's what I did. By the way, the entire process took me less than 1 hour. So the first step was creating a video script template. That took me 10 minutes. And the reason why I wanted to create a template so I could be teaching it. Well, the template took 10 minutes. The second step, I wrote the script using a template for my video. This took me 15 minutes, again, because it's really short. The next step for recording the video, I used my camera, but any phone would just be fine. This took less than 5 minutes, 2 takes. The video itself was only 80 seconds. Then the video was uploaded to YouTube. And this is extremely easy, and it took less than 30 minutes. And here's what happened. Within 30 minutes of uploading the video, anyone searching for the best business coach in Oakland would come across that search in Google. You can just do that. Type best business coach in Oakland right now in Google, and you would see my video come up. And by the way, when the video comes up, I just ask you not to click on the link for now so you can continue to pay attention to me live and not get distracted for some, virtual recorded version of me. So But when you do that search, Best Business Coach in Oakland, you notice that the only result with a graphic is my video. Do you think people will pay more attention to that than anything else on that page? Right?
Oh, yeah.
And so the eyes naturally gravitates towards an image, right? And also, if you notice, there's my phone number right there in the title of the video. So some people call us without even clicking on the video because the phone number is right there. It's a call to action, right? And also, by titling the video with the word best in it, your potential clients who are searching for the best solutions and thus are willing to pay premium prices are going to be the ones calling and contacting you. So I want to translate the success with the strategy in financial terms because I want to break down for you what are the financial possibilities. So, and I'm going to take even a smaller market. So let's say you are a health or weight loss coach in La Jolla. This is a city just outside of San Diego. Pretty small city. So last month, 590 people in that area were looking for your services according to research that my team did for those keywords terms. So those are the words people are typing into the Google search for something, right? So that means 590 people were actually looking for a service like yours. We'll see the link to your video with your phone number. Now, what if a really low number of those people contact you? Let's say 15 out of 590 people. And now let's say that just 9 out of those 15 will actually become clients. So now if the average client invests just $1,000 with that coach, right, that's like $333 a month for 3 months.
Yeah. What
would this mean? So let's do the math. 9 new clients at $1,000, that's $9,000 per month in new revenue. So that's $108,000 per year from utilizing the strategy. Now, if you live in a smaller town, it would mean a little less business. But it can still generate tens of thousands of dollars. Now I want to paint you an even bigger picture. Now let's say you become the first search found on Google, all the way on the top of the page, like my video, right? And so now instead of 15 people contacting you, you now have 25 people contacting you per month. And because lots of people are contacting you, and this is happening month after month, you're pretty much full. There's a lot of demand for your services. So what do? You get to significantly increase your fees because the demand on your time is much greater. And the other thing you get to do is you get to pick the cream of the crop clients. So let's say 10 of those 25 folks become clients at an average of $2,000 per month because you've doubled those fees. So that's $20,000 per month business, which is nearly $250,000 per year. But that's not it. Here's what happens with the other 15 clients who contact you. Here you can do one of two things. Number one, you find a referral partner who will take the potential clients you don't want or can't handle and pay you 20 to 30% of referral fee. That's what I did. Because I had too many clients, right? Then I actually had a 6-figure business just from referring leads to other coaches, right? So you can generating total passive revenue by sending your referrals to partner leads, right? And the second possibility is you hiring another person for your company and to begin to build out a successful business with other people other than you generating revenue for your company. Either way, it works, right? So how do you get to the #1 spot on Google? You drive viewers to the video using press releases. The more links and videos and views you have, the higher Google rank you'll get. By the way, I did not do a press release with the example video I just created because I wanted you to see what you could do without it. But if you want to guarantee yourself to stay #1 on Google, you do a press release. Now, I can show you how later on, right? So You may be listening to me and saying, I know it sounds good, but it sounds complicated. I'm not a technology person. Here's the deal. You don't need to be a technology person to do this. There's literally just 5 steps in the whole process. Now, if you're shy or you don't want to be in front of the camera, that's okay. You can just record the audio and do PowerPoint slides for it, so you don't even have to be on camera if you're shy. Or if you're not worried, or if you're worried that you don't know what to say or you're not good at remembering scripts, got a solution for you. When you follow my script template, print it out, then have the script being held just above the camera. The writing is simple, and so is the reading of the script. Remember, no one is expecting you to be a video superstar. You're supposed to be good at what you do and not at recording videos. Now, if you're thinking, who am I to say that I'm the best blank at anything? So if you're not so confident about your service yet, you can create a video that doesn't say you're the best. You can create a video that says, great blank practitioner, with the objective that over time you're going to do everything possible to be the best at what you do, so you can honestly say that you are the best. So I get so excited about all the possibilities with the strategy that I can literally go on for hours. So I just want to end with an idea that I love to recommend in regards to this video. So can you imagine meeting someone, and instead of giving them your card with a phone number, you just tell them, oh, just search for the best business coach in Oakland, and you can find me. Or rockstar chiropractor in San Francisco. Or badass life coach in Sydney. It immediately sets you apart from anyone else you meet. It's awesome.
Sure does. It's fabulous. Now, I've heard you say previously that environment is stronger than will.
Yep.
Can you speak to that and how it relates to getting clients?
Yeah. So this is one of my favorite sayings, environment is stronger than will. And you see, I used to be a smoker. When I was surrounded by smokers, I was spending a lot of time in places where people smoked. And I had a very difficult time quitting. No matter how much I tried, my will was not enough for me to actually do it. I would quit and then just start up again. It was only when most of my friends didn't smoke and I was not hanging out in places where people smoked was I finally able to quit smoking. And changing my environment was key. And now that smoking is no longer one of my habits, I can be around smokers, I'm no longer tempted. But when it comes to letting go of an old habit that doesn't serve you or picking up a new habit that does, creating an environment around you that's conducive for that habit change is a lot easier than exerting your will to make that change. Because will requires a tremendous amount of energy on your part. And as long as you've got the energy, everything's cool and it works. But as soon as you're experiencing a temporary lull in energy, perhaps you're tired or busy or sad or upset, then will turns out to not be enough. So how does this apply to marketing and getting clients? So marketing is not an event. It's a habit. It is not something you do once or twice and forget it in between. Your ability to consistently get clients is what separates a business and a hobby. So it's important to consistently devote time to marketing activities on a regular basis. But here's the thing. We all know that marketing is just not an easy habit to cultivate for most business owners. And it's amazing to me how much fear and resistance we all have to working on getting clients. Their fear of failure, fear of success, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, fear of, you could fill in the blank here. You know, I'll give you an example of this. I used to have writer's block, which is just one or some combination of all of the fears above, right? But I need to write for me to be successful in my business. I need to create content. I need to write emails. I need to create programs. I need to write blog posts. I need to write video scripts. And one way I've been able to completely get rid of my writer's block is to develop a habit of writing. I can now sit down and write anything really fast, pretty much on command. I developed the habit, and I did it by understanding what my ideal writing environment is. I didn't work on overcoming my fear. I worked on the habit that I'm optimizing my environment. By the way, I'm not knocking overcoming fears. I'm just saying there's another way. I now know that I can write in short bursts up to 15 minutes at a time, followed by a break. I could literally write for an entire day and get 20 to 30 pages of writing done if I put as much attention on my environment as on the writing. So one of the things I need to be successful with writing is to have someone else involved in the process. And it's very difficult for me to do it alone. So it's no different for any other client-generating activities. It's next to impossible to do it alone. So what I suggest you do is always have a like-minded business owner friend or two who's going to be engaging in some client-generating activities as you. So this will make implementing any of the strategies I'm teaching you so much easier. So if you have a tendency to hide out and do it all by yourself, this is especially important for you. Because building a business is hard enough. We don't need to make it any harder on ourselves. Yeah.
That's so true, isn't it? So just to switch gears a little, can you let us know a bit about one of your awesome programs? I would really like to hear more about Get Clients in Your Own Backyard program.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah, I'd love to. The thing that I just want to talk to you about something else really quickly.
Okay.
I'd like to invite you to think about why you're not getting the results you want in your business. Because you're not stupid. You're not lazy. You genuinely care and you want to succeed. So why hasn't it happened for you yet? So when growing your business seems painfully slow, the question that's never going to serve you, but you consciously or unconsciously ask yourself is, what's wrong with me? What if instead you ask yourself the question, what additional support do I need to make success now inevitable? Perhaps you need support by following a proven system. Perhaps you need support of an established mentor that you resonate with. Perhaps you need an implementation partner that's following the same proven system. So the kindest and most responsible thing you can do is to get that support. And if getting clients is what you want, I would like to offer you my support. So I want to tell you about my Get Clients in Your Backyard program, which is a brand new training that teaches you how to be confidently attracting loads of new clients in your local area. And I'll take just a few minutes to tell you all about it, and then I'll get to the fifth strategy for getting local clients, one of my favorites, how you can consistently, and here's the important part, predictably get lots of clients through referrals. Originally, I was only going to do 4 strategies, but I asked, can I stay a little longer because I wanted to give a bonus strategy, and Practice Bay was kind enough to say yes. So, but first I want to show you how you can get the step-by-step support for you to be a visible expert and a leader in your community so you can generate $10,000 a month by attracting all the clients you want in your local area, and then be a major positive force in your own backyard. So I suspect that because you're on this webinar, you're someone who loves helping people and loves being of service. But here's the thing. If you don't master the art of attracting clients, if you're not able to do that on a regular basis, you don't get to do what you love, and you don't get to help the people you are meant to help, and that would be a true shame. So the Get Clients in Your Backyard program is my answer to you being able to reliably and consistently get clients month after month, year after year. So I created this to be a 4-week training program so you can immediately get help to create a quick burst of new revenue. So on top of that, all of the additional resources are available to you on your member site for convenient access, including workbooks, handouts, recording, transcripts. So the Get Clients in Your Backyard program starts with the first module, where I walk you through my 4-step system for turning your experience and expertise into a successful, local-oriented business that generates at least $10,000 a month. Because remember, you can create a business you truly enjoy without needing to sacrifice good income to do so. Then in the next 8 modules, I help answer the question I hear most from business owners. Where do I find clients? So in my first 6 years as a business coach, I tried everything under the sun to get clients, and trust me, I tried dozens of things that didn't work. So I'm going to share with you in this program are the methods that do work right now. So in fact, I'm going to walk you through 8 different methods for finding and landing clients in your area. And the best thing is you only need to use 1 or 2 to have a successful business. So don't worry, you don't have to implement all of them. Instead, how this works is you have a menu to choose from. You get to choose the marketing methods that are a perfect match for you, for your personality, for your kind of business, for your kind of ideal clients. This is your antidote for being overwhelmed by the marketing part of your business. So I'll give you 2 examples here. So one of the methods I've never heard anyone teach is the house party method of getting clients. So this is a great match for you if you're someone who loves people, loves connection, and I can show you how you can make an extra $16,000 a year by having occasional house parties that your audience is going to love, that people are going to want to attend, and that are going to lead to you having clients. So this method may be the perfect method for you or not. So if it's not, you may want to opt in for another approach. So for example, you might like your marketing to be more automated. Great. So that's something I'm going to teach you in the program. I'm going to teach you what you need to do to be easily found by people searching for your kind of work on the internet. I'll show you how to do that with YouTube, how to do that with Google, how to do that with Yelp. So the beauty of this strategy is once you set it up right, it takes very little of your time to maintain. So if you don't want to work a lot or you have kids that you want to spend time with, this is a perfect method for you. So I'll give you an example of this. I've set up this local search strategy for my business years ago. I mean, when I say years ago, I'm talking like 8 years ago. And I haven't done very much since. Yet my organization averages 2 new clients a month with it, even though I put no extra effort since I set it up. That's 24 clients at an average of $3,000 per client. That's $70,000 per year with now literally no effort. So I hope you're seeing the client generating potential of this. So now maybe you're thinking, this strategy scares me because it seems a little too techy. I assure you it's not. But in any case, if this marketing method is not your style, that's no problem. There are 7 other ways for you to reach your ideal clients that I'm going to teach you, like speaking, which gets you local clients through securing regular speaking gigs and enrolling tons of clients that way, or referral marketing, where you enlist clients and referral partners to consistently refer business to you. I also teach you how to use meetup.com to find local clients. Or another huge opportunity is Facebook. You will learn how to use Facebook to get clients. And I'm going to break down marketing methods that are rarely taught, how to use traditional letters sent to potential clients that will have them trying to convince you to take them on as clients. It's one of the most effective business-to-business marketing strategies that are ever taught. And the last method I'm going to mention is how you can use being a leader in your community to grow your business. So all of these marketing methods are specifically designed to get you in front of local clients. And I know what you're probably thinking right now. This is going to be another one of those $1,000 or $2,000 or even higher kind of programs that I'm going to get excited about but not be able to get right now. But with the Get Clients in Your Backyard, I actually wanted to create a program that makes as much or even more of a difference for business owners, but with a lot lower price tag. So regular price of my program is $797 and is designed to have you land 1 to 3 new clients, and the program more than pays for itself. But since I'm on a mission to change the face of how your business is marketed so you can help a lot more people, I want to make sure that the Get Clients in Your Backyard is actually doable for you. So as a thank you for staying on this webinar so far, you can join me in my client generating program with just $97 now and just 2 more payments of $97, 30 days from now and then 60 days later. So if you can come with me to BillBarren.com/get clients. So that's BillBarren.com/GETCLIENTS. All of those lowercase. So BillBarren.com/get clients. So, by the way, this is the lowest price point I've ever offered in any of my client generating programs ever. And after the webinar, people will land on my website and invest in this program. They join at $797. But you can save over 75% just for being on this webinar with me. So, and if at this point you've gone to BillBarren.com/get clients, you've heard enough, you know that getting this huge discount is a big yes for you, Just find that blue Register Now button, take a couple of minutes, put in your information on the order form, and we can get you started in the program right away. And chances are, you only need to get one client, and then the program more than pays for itself. But personally, I would be disappointed if you didn't get at least 100 times your investment. So as you see on this page, besides get clients in your backyard, I've decided to include some hot bonuses that are a perfect complement to the program. So the first awesome bonus is get found on the first page of Google Local. So as you know, Google is the most important and expensive piece of internet real estate. And it's been extremely difficult to land there. I'm going to show you how. And bonus number 2, you'll get my 6-figure local marketing plan. One thing I hear from business owners, and I'm not sure I should be doing to get clients. Getting clarity on action steps, what to do and how to do it to boost your income is a vital step in the process. With this bonus, you get that. And the last bonus I just want to mention is my free ticket to my annual live event called the Big Shift Experience. It's my signature 3-day workshop where I teach you the system for adding 6 figures or more of revenue into your business in 1 year. And we always sell out and have 300 to 400 people in the room. Last year we had 400 people. It's like the go-to event of the year, and you get to have that as a bonus. And the other thing, I'm also going to do a Q&A session with you, so you can make sure that the marketing methods you are selecting are going to work for you in your business. Because the last thing you want is to be choosing a marketing method that will not work for you. I can save you years of heartache and wasting time in working the wrong methods. So all these bonuses, the total value of this package is actually $2,788, because I want it to be like literally a no-brainer for you. So my intention, I just want to give you my intention, is that get clients in your backyard is the best investment in your business you will ever make. And it's backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's how confident I am that it will help you get clients. So I want to tell you a little bit of how my program is different from any other programs. There is no other more comprehensive program on how to get local clients. With all of the online marketing programs that are flooding the marketplace, the ability to attract local clients is being overlooked. And then number 2, it's different because you're not expected to implement everything. First, you learn my system. Then you have a menu of 8 client-generating methods to choose from that you can customize and personalize your marketing. You get to pick 1 or 2 to implement based on your current situation, on your personality and what strategy feels exciting, and most importantly, based on your current financial situation. On your menu, you pick a strategy that will give you an immediate income infusion, or you can pick a strategy that's a lucrative gold mine, but takes a bit of time to put together. There are strategies that are slow and steady. There are strategies that are online. There are strategies that involve marketing live and direct with people. And there are strategies that don't require an in-person meeting at all. So, yeah. And the last reason this is a different kind of program is that you're going to work with a Get Clients implementation partner. And I'm highly committed to each and every person in the program getting results and not just learning. So to help you in being successful with the program, I will be requesting everyone to pair up with an implementation partner. And having an implementation partner, someone to get into action with, someone to cheer you on and celebrate progress with, usually makes an enormous difference. But if you don't want to work with a partner, that's okay too, right? So I've been talking a lot about non-businessy things in this training, like optimizing your environment and creating success mindset, because they're vital to your success, right? And it's really important for you to really master that. So here's the thing. You can always work harder. You can always work more. You can always increase the amount of hustling you do in your business. And this will yield you some results. But I want to give you a different formula other than the work harder, hustle mantra. Know what actions you need to take to get to your goals. Get all the support you need and take them out. You only have so much time. So there are only so many things for you to do. And you're always in a race against time, fighting against overwhelm, and trying to stay sane and balancing your life and your business. So hustling is not the answer to growing your business because it's exhausting and not sustainable. So in order for you to really grow your business and increase your revenue, you need to focus on what creates the biggest return on your investment of time and money. Because you will always be tempted to do more, to try harder, and to hustle. But I actually want to invite you to do the opposite. We might get clients in your backyard program. I'm not telling you to do everything. I'm not inviting you to like take on more stuff. I'm inviting you to get the highest return on your investment with just 1 or 2 client-getting strategies that are right for you, for your goals, for the kind of business you want to operate. Because sometimes less is truly more. So get clients in your backyard starts right away, so I hope you can join me now because you get the awesome bonus packages and you get the 75% off for being on this webinar. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Bill, and I have put the link to that right in the chat box so people can click right on it and get directly to that. And I do notice that we're approaching the end of our time. So I wonder if there is one piece that you would like to provide for us to wrap up, and then we can honor everybody's time for this.
Yeah. What I actually would love to do is yeah, so
sorry, I didn't mean to send you left curve there. We're just
yeah, what I was expecting is that we were going to stay on for 60 minutes. We're going to let people know that I'm going to be staying on a little later to go over my 5th marketing strategy. And for those that want to stay later, they can. And for those,
we can certainly do that. Then just to let everyone know that this has been recorded and the recording will be provided to those who have registered. So definitely, let's carry on. There's more information for us to receive. Let's do it.
Yeah. Well, this is the way that I really think about it. When you walk into a restaurant and the waiter comes over, what do you say? Do you say, please bring me some food? Probably not. What you most likely do is you look at the menu, then you specifically order whatever you like. And your goals and desires work in a very similar way. You just have a much vaster menu to pick from. So when it comes to getting clients, the first step is to determine what your total goal is. And then to pick the client-generating strategies that give you the highest likelihood of getting there. And then stretch what's possible for you. You know, go for the income goal that just feels a little bit out of reach. So I love this quote from Benjamin Mays. The tragedy in life does not lie in not reaching your goals. The tragedy lies in not having any goals to reach. So it isn't a calamity to die with dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity not to dream. It is not a disgrace not to reach the stars, but it is a disgrace not to have stars to reach. So the best day of your life is the day you decide that you control your destiny. It is the day you decide that your success is up to you. And you alone can make it happen, but you have to choose. You have to choose to go for it. You have to choose to reach for the stars. You have to decide that you're going to get whatever your goal that you set. So, yeah, I think that's probably the thing before we get to questions that I really wanted to, to end with.
Absolutely. Thank you. So we'll invite questions. If you have them, please put them in the chat box, and we'll answer them as quickly as we can. There was one quick question for you, Bill. It was just the microphone that you're holding in your video. Cynthia wondered what kind of microphone it was.
Quickest answer is I don't know. The second answer is I don't recommend it.
Okay.
That was a mic because I was in the music industry. I used the microphone from my music industry days. But it's not one that you want to use for yourself. I think the best thing is to get like a little Radio Shack mic that actually connects to your camera or that connects to your phone that you can put on there. In Get Clients in Your Backyard program, we actually have a whole tech guide on all of that. And I'm not the tech person, so I actually have someone else on my team put it all together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Since you just said it looks cool.
Yeah. It does look cool. I love that mic. That was the mic that my artists used to record on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There isn't anything else that has come up for a question at the moment. I'll just certainly let you know if something does.
Okay.
So if you would like to just give us a little bit more information, we'd love to hear that.
Yeah, I think that this will be good for today.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you, Bill. There's a tremendous amount of information here. I can tell you that I've been taking notes, and I also invite everyone to take advantage of your generous offer and be involved with the Get Clients in Your Backyard program. It's so logical at this time, and I'm so appreciative of the information that you have provided us. And I want to thank you on behalf of Practice-Based Solutions, and your kickoff for the Business Mastery Series for the fall has just been fabulous. And Practice-Based Solutions, as everyone knows, is just very committed to everyone's business success and getting further knowledge and wisdom from a great lineup of presenters. We look forward to more as this series goes on, and I invite you to go to practicepaysolutions.com for more information on what is coming up next. So I'm Carol Vickers, and I am working with Empower Consulting Group. We are delighted to facilitate these webinars, and thank you for your time in attending this presentation, and thank you, Bill, so much for the information that you have provided for us, for sharing your brilliance. You're welcome.
Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.